Good morning. And yes, you can't see me because I'm just chatting real quick. Let me shut my ringer off. I want to talk about a couple things. Let me get to this real quick. I want to address two topics. So,
What if I told you that I run an online?
what if I told you? Let's talk about, hey, good morning. I'm going to be on in a little while. I just want to address a couple things. First of all, I want to address yesterday. You know, I had a couple people comment when I was like that real quick video that ended up being like 2 hours. Good morning. Good morning. Okay. You got one comment. You gave up on your journey, now you want to preach to us. Well, that's complete bullshit. So that alter ego can go find another freaking page. You know, it's just like I said nothing about giving up. I am the last one to give up. And not to mention, okay, I did kind of take it a little personally because some people should know me better than that. And I do open up and get extremely personal and deep with you guys sometimes. Do I think it's premenopause? No. It's absolutely not the animal's fault. I get that. Mother Nature has its own thing, right? But I think for me, guys, it's more. It was my energy, but it wasn't my energy, right? I, I know that might not make sense because I was perfectly fine before that, and I was fine after that. So it's basically sharing thoughts, but kind of channeling, even though they were my thoughts in certain scenarios, right? So I just need people to be on top of that type of thing, um, acknowledge that type of thing. Um, so I'm not like phased, like it's not like bringing me down or anything, but I'm definitely the last person not to give up. I'm still freaking here, okay? It's just explaining how the energy is and why people get in certain stages. Like um, out of the blue, it was just like like in my brain, which makes no sense because I don't sit on that type of energy, right? I don't sit on like I'm just gonna give up. Like, no way, right? So either you guys, it's, you know, it's your perspective on things, your perception. So it's really on you guys and how you want to interpret it. But just FYI, obviously, I'm not giving up. I'm still have passion to teach and preach, right? What I don't have passion for is the bullshit on the board that I will push out, right? So it's not that. It's just it's all about your perception. Okay, we're gonna leave it at that. Also, I just wanted to address that. Me and Natalie are going back and forth. Okay. The Kobe Bryant and all the other families. Okay. I need your help with this. Um she mentioned it again in one of the reads, and I reached out to her um this morning, and I was like, because I was briefly listening to her this morning on the way to get my coffee, and I was like, "Did you know about Kobe Bryant?" She's like, "Yeah, you know, I just felt a strong pull to go on yesterday or whatnot." She's like, "I meant to reach out to you the other day, and we were just kind of going back and forth, but it came through in the Virgo February 2020 reading. It also came through in the Leo the 1st of the 15th, and she also said the name of the flight Lockheed came through. Okay, and the thing is, it's like she also mentions the interstellar came through father and daughter mission, and for me, it's like I don't know how to grasp the mission part. Like, I get it and I don't, but between me and her, and I'm not a Kobe fan, right? Never have been. Not just was always about my team, right? So not that he wasn't a great player. Are you kidding me? You know, but like I think because it was such a tragic loss to, the basketball community. And to me, I stress more, all the families that were lost. Um, it's extremely important to me. But even with the Australian fires, certain stuff like that did not affect me. Like when I heard the news about Kobe, it shook me. Okay. And I mean, I got psychic chills right now, and I knew there was kids on the plane, whether it was his kids, other kids. I knew it. But like, here's the thing, like, okay, so the, to say that on the mission, Natalie's words, like they're on a mission. Like to me, like I don't know how to grasp that. Like I understand people are taken. Okay, I feel like it was more of like a universal shakeup for some way somehow on top of like other stuff. Like you have different cultures, different countries. You have people that are affected by Australia. You have all different stuff, right? But like I don't know if it's linked, like, cause the younger generation, like, do they, certain generations, do they really care about the fires? Do they really care about XYZ? Like, I feel like I don't, not like dying in like vain or whatnot, but I don't see this as confusing to me because it's like, it's almost like the world needed to reach different generations, different shakeups, right? Um, so I'm just kind of like between like me and Natalie, it's like it's such a shakeup. Like it affected me like like no other celebrity death, or I can't explain it. So like what are you guys' like concepts on it? Like to me it's like, and it's so personal. Like this is it's he was such a public icon, and to talk about it right now and the loss of, the families, it just it doesn't seem right, but it's like at the same time I feel pulled, and so doesn't she. But it's like it's so touchy, and it's like it's even hard for me to talk about it. So for me it's like I don't know if it was like a shakeup to reach a different type of generation. Um or like a type of a mission. Like we don't see, it's like it sounds so crazy. Like to say it like that, like, and I don't mind sounding crazy, but in order for me to sound crazy, I want to be able to piece it together. You know what I mean? So eh, it's just hard for me to explain because I don't know, between when me and her were talking about it too, like, I think I even said it like a month ago that there was gonna be like a celebrity death, you know what I mean? But I was thinking more actor. Like, I don't know, it doesn't matter, it's irrelevant, but I'm just trying to like piece it together. I don't know if you guys have any, perspective on it. Besides, it obviously it's a tragedy, but for something to shake me like that is bizarre. To shake Natalie, I mean, there's so much more devastating stuff happening in this world. So I don't know if it was to reach other generations. What did I just see? It was 57, 57. Um, as I'm talking about that. So let's see what 57, 57 has to do with what I was just talking about. I guess for us, we're trying hard to place it. Okay, the 57, 57 influence to other people. Their passion for life and freedom leads to home in very young and become the external traveler. New experiences. Hold on, nope, that's not the one I want. It's a combination that brings about changes in many particular ways, inner and emotional levels. This number combination is validation that you're about to go through changes that will enrich your life physically, emotionally, spiritually, intellectually, or a combination of all. Spirit asks you to stay on the current path. Maybe that was a message for me, right? But I don't know. But like, I'm just trying to like, it's hard for me to process and say it was a soul mission. And I know we all have missions, but like a mission for them on the other side. So what? To recruit, to do this, to do what? Like it's so it's like maybe it was meant to, and it is about recruiting because I got the goosebumps, right? That's the only thing that keeps coming to me. And every time I talk about it, my crown opens. Like it's the craziest thing. Like I know there's something there to grasp. So I do kind of feel like it was to hit the younger generation. And it's so unfortunate. And to say that, right? To even say that in the time of mourning feels wrong, but there's there's something me and her are just trying to space to put together that we're kind of stuck. So I didn't know if maybe you guys could like help. Like, I don't know. It just shook me like no other. Like the Australian fires, so sad, but it didn't shake me like this. This is a different type of takeaway, I guess. I can't explain it. And the only thing, like I said, I know I keep saying it, the only thing that I feel like was it to hit that type of generation? Because that generation, not all of them, but, the Australian fires probably don't touch them like that. Like planes going down, like certain, it's like news in and out. You know what I mean? Like certain communities, they don't even watch the news. They don't give a shit. But you're reaching a lot of other communities when Kobe goes. You know what I mean? So it's like it's so like bittersweet. It's I don't know. And to be honest with you, like I know billions. It's insane. Um, and to me, when I first came on, this is why I talk to you guys because that didn't even occur to me about the different generation thing until, yeah, we're not going to talk about him being a rapist and certain stuff like that. Nothing was ever proven. I'm not saying he was or he wasn't. Like it's not about that. So we're not going to go there. Okay. Um, so, and everyone has their opinion. I get it, but this is not the time to we're not going there right now. Okay. So I do feel like talking to you guys definitely helps because that didn't even really occur to me until it actually came out of my mouth, you know? Um, so I just want to be careful what things are being said right now. That's not part of the impact. That's not, and if he's got a mission, do you really think he's that person? Like we're not even gonna go there, okay? But obviously nothing's proven. Nobody knows for sure. All right, but I'm just saying, like now is not the time to even do that. Um, yeah, so I don't know, there's just all these shakeups. I just feel like earthquake after earthquake, like yeah, I don't know if it's a soul contract. I'm not getting into that type of stuff or a channeling or I'm not doing any of that shit. I don't do that. I don't celebrity channel and you couldn't even channel him right now if you wanted to. It's not about that. People think, it's no, it doesn't work that way. When somebody crosses over, it takes time. They need to adjust. It's a shock. A lot of people think they see or hear or feel. What they're seeing, hearing, feeling is what they want to see, hear, and feel. If you're feeling a presence, it's more likely a guide, an ancestor, somebody comforting you because when you cross over, especially depending on how you go, It's an adjustment period. You don't just get to a day later come back and shoot the shit with somebody. It doesn't work that way. Okay. So for those who are like, oh, I'm channeling XYZ, yeah, no, it doesn't work that way. Okay. Well, Mrs. Washington, okay. Um, if you don't want to be part of this conversation, get off the page. Okay. Or the next thing is I'm gonna take you off my page. Good morning. Yeah, well, she's got some karma coming her way for sure. Um, all right. So I forget what I was saying because I had to get rid of that. Let's not repeat what she said. What were we just talking about? Huh. Oh, an adjustment period. Yeah, I completely forgot about that. Yeah, so there's that. I mean, I see readers that go in all the time and like I'm channeling XYZ, and it's like, you might be channeling. No, you don't just channel other people's guides like that. It doesn't work that way. Maybe through time, but it's not like that. Um, so I think it was to hit that generation. And the thing is, I've been talking about that to you guys lately for like the last month, like reaching, like it's people's sole mission right now to work as hard as they can with whichever topic can touch the world like that, right? To open the next generations their eyes because they're the ones that are going to be eventually running the country, doing this, doing that, so it is very important right now to work with those generations, and I've been feeling it and reading it for over a month, and I do feel like it's part of something I need to do too, which makes sense, right? So which I kind of do with like this type of teaching. So it's just sensitive, it's extremely sensitive subject to even be talking about it in the midst of, everyone mourning their families mourning, it's, and for me to come out and even say, it was to reach other generations, and I mean, that's bullshit. Could you imagine if their family ever heard that? Like, it's just devastating. You know what I mean? Like, no one should ever have to be taken like that to get certain points across, but the world does work in ways like that that are very unfortunate. Well, I don't know how you're saying you worked for her when you were just the one that just made that awful comment. Okay, so anywho, um, yeah, it's definitely all right. I'll be back in a little while. I totally lost. I don't even want to do this anymore, you guys. Not you guys. It's more or less like other people's comments, and it's like ugh, like people can't handle it, and I know everybody has their own opinion, right? Like I totally get it, but it's so inappropriate right now. It's time to clear the energy because I came on to talk to you guys, to get opinions, to talk through things. It's definitely the Gemmy in my chart, and it's like it just turned too quick, and it's like, nah, screw that, so maybe another time. But I do appreciate for the ones that, were being friendly and trying to figure it out and all that stuff. I thank you, but but this is not the time to bash and talk shit. It's just mind-blowing. So, but again, everyone's opinion, right? So everyone has an opinion, which is fine, but like I'm not going to tolerate this right now when there was a bigger reason. People don't want to see that. You know what I mean? So it wasn't to talk shit about the person. It was to reach millions and millions and millions of fucking people, which is unfortunate. So to even do that in the midst of that is just wrong. So, anywho, I'll be back shortly. We're going to do a read. For those who are on Patreon, I uploaded a reading, okay? And I even gotta find a word. I even gotta find a way to word things differently, because I would hate forever anything forever to come out like that, where it's like the world needs to be shocked. Like certain generations need to be shocked in order to get, certain things across. And it is, this one's life was taken to make such a impact. It's just, I can't even imagine what families and friends would even have to say about that. It's, so it's touchy. And names really shouldn't be involved, but considering, this is fresh and we're talking about it, it is what it is. Not like that, but you know what I mean? I'm like itching my eyes. I'm like, my whole body is just like ascending right now. So, anywhoozy, I'll be back shortly. We'll do a read and spend some time together. You know what I mean, jelly beans? So, anywhoozy, I love you guys. Thank you for chatting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll see you soon. And like I said yesterday when I was talking about the feeling. Laura, I didn't even catch your comment, honey. I don't think you offended me. But it's all about perspective. Okay. I'm the last one to quit. But that was strong channeling and messaging too, from my own experiences and what I'm experiencing, or what I was experiencing in that moment. And I totally got pulled to do that. So I don't know. I guess some of you guys could understand and some will not, but those that do not, there's thousands of other videos on YouTube, so there's that too. I love how you all say goodbye to each other. Goodbye. Yeah, it's just, wouldn't it be nice if it was that easy, Deb? But there's got to be a way to reach millions instead of, tragedy. We need more role models, more speakers, more people who aren't afraid to speak their opinion and give their opinion and fight for their opinion and get people to see something in a different way, But anywho, I'll be on shortly. I love you guys. We'll talk soon. Bye, guys.